A lot of these bands we play with all these younger guys, so it's like I will myself.
Oh, yeah, what's going on with that? This young generation kicking serious ass.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, there's some good stuff. I wish I'd known these musicians when I was younger, because I probably would have been like rich and famous by now or something.
We didn't have them. When I was growing up, I swear to God, you had one guy in the hometown who played like Eddie Van Halen. You had a couple guys who sounded like AC/DC drunk, and they'd play the chords wrong. And then the obligatory Loverboy cover band. That was it.
Yeah, that's the thing is, and we still, in this town, for the longest time, is me and one other guy are like the two sought after drummers for metal bands. And it was like, and the other guy was like way better than me. And I was like, how am I even like on the same? But there's only like two metal drummers in the whole town. Like, if everyone was like, dude, I could have been in like 20 bands when I was younger, but like, I'm not doing all that. But,
now you can't swing a deck cat without hitting a drummer.
Yeah. So, and ironically, I still don't have time for more than one band.
So what's the bass playing scene like?
I don't really know a lot. I mean,
he's a hermit, man. He didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, and I am kind of a hermit. Yeah, I just kind of stick around with, I mean, I got everything I need here. I got every instrument I could want in the studio as well. So, I just I don't really ever go anywhere.
he lives at the Luurch National Headquarters.
But I really don't know a lot of bass players.
Okay.
I mean, I know like we meet new ones every time we play, which is fun, but meeting these young kids that are so much better than me, and I've been playing for my whole life since I was 14.
Like, what were you guys doing? I was like, I've been playing for, it's like as long as he has. I've been playing since like 1988. And you get these guys who are like, not even half my age. I'm like, what did I do?
And then you can turn YouTube on and some 8-year-old is playing like Victor Wooten bass stuff.
Oh.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Don't get me started on the 8-year-olds. So.
So, hey, everybody, welcome to Clean and Sober Stoner. It's been a long time since I've done this. So what's about to happen is we're going to listen to a song. I haven't heard it, although technically I have, but I have not heard this version of it, and I'm going to react to it and review it live.
Nice. And
I'm going to interview the band, and you guys are brave enough to do it. Folks, I got to tell you, I saw these guys. What's the name of that bar? The Night Rider?
Night Rider, yeah.
Oh,
talk about it. I dug that place. So.
Easily the best band I've ever seen in a venue like that. You guys, from the opening riff till the closing, and there was 12 people, and then 20, and I think we topped out at 25. 3 got kicked out, I think, for selling drugs.
Wow. Missed that.
Crazy time. And me being Clean and Sober Stoner, right, I just wanted some water. And she immediately starts pouring this Delta 8 CBD concoction from hell. I was like, ooh. So if you're ever in Raleigh,
that's the first person I gave me my own pitcher of ice water when I asked for water. So that was that's really cool. So.
Yeah, and it probably has CBD in it. Or worse, Delta 8.
Yeah.
You guys slayed. You absolutely slayed, and it kind of blew my mind. I didn't expect it, not by a long shot. So as soon as you had the single out, I'm like, ooh, I need to do the live reaction.
Well, we appreciate it. It's very kind of stuff.
Oh, this is totally selfish.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that's why any of us do it, right? I mean,
so tell me a little bit. What am I about to hear, guys?
This song used to be called something else, but we ended up changing it to try to be more serious with our naming. And
go ahead. Tell them what it used to be called.
No.
Come on.
Oh, we gotta know.
We have working titles for our songs, and sometimes the working titles become the name of the song. But we started this whole thing as something to do. A bunch of old guys
Right.
just wanted to play music. If we played a show every now and then, that was cool. Whatever. Well, it's ended up getting much more successful than any of us anticipated it doing. So it kind of started off as just kind of a tongue-in-cheek joke thing, like the name Luurch. So some of our song titles, Bearded Lady, Fat Spaceman, our song titles were kind of silly. But that's because we named the songs when we wrote them before any lyrics were even written, and they just stayed that way because whatever we thought of when we write the song. Getting a little more, I guess, kind of success out of it, we decided to kind of maybe we should probably take things a little more seriously. So this song was originally called Giraffe Nuts. So it ended up as a lyric.
Why would you change that?
That's what I said.
It was weird because it's like you'd get a lot of listens out of just pure curiosity, and we also thought like it might turn away people off too. So it was a weird decision, but we're goofy anyways. But the lyrics are probably goofy. I don't know. I didn't write the song, but
this song we changed it into the name of it's called The Pull, and we've been delving a lot into the idea of cults and what makes cults do what they do. And so a lot of our newer songs have like a different cult for each song. I know that this one, I'm not really sure all of it. I know Tyler wrote a lot of the idea for this because he talks about Shiva in this song. And it's basically, we started out talking about basically a black hole and how it pulls everything in. And so, but then we started talking about there was this techno cult, I think that Tyler was talking about, that worshipped Shiva. And
it's about the CERN project, the super collider.
Yeah. And so we kind of melded those two together. And
this is awesome.
That's where this.
I thought the song was about making cookies or something. I have no idea.
So are you going to do a full length?
That's the single. The single's off of our first full length. We got 7 songs now?
Yeah, 6 or 7. We're going to
6 or 7 songs. Their idea was we wanted to release a full length. So it's taken longer, but we'll probably release another single off of this before we get it done. We're hoping to have it done this summer, but things happen. So Tyler can't be here because he's got family stuff. There's time we can't even practice this week because we all just got conflicting schedules with family stuff and stuff like that. So, we got I think we got like 2 songs left to actually finish as far as like writing. But we've got everything else is written. It's just getting it recorded and produced and stuff. So,
well, this is awesome. I'm definitely psyched. Yours, I listened to your EP, I think it was last year, blew my effing mind. The way everything's all over. By the way, I thought you guys were like 21 years old max because the energy, the fun. No, seriously. I had no idea how old you guys were. I'm standing in the Night Rider going, where's the band? And turns out it was you old farts.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I got
okay, man. So you ready to take this thing for a spin?
Sure.
Okay, so debuting here on Clean and Sober Stoner, let's listen to Pull. By the way, I stop and start, so it's the whole Megillah.
All right.
No, you just busted me. So now I'm going to pretend that I'm hearing all that for the first time.
Okay.
Thank God I know how I can edit that out. So anyway, here we go. The Pull.
Oh, there we go. Now we go.
Hold on. I think for the first time in my adult life, do you guys think that that guitar sounds a little bit like Brian May?
It maybe a little. You know,
There's something seriously going on with that guitar
the
sound.
leady kind of.
Yeah.
I can hear that. Yeah, sure.
I've known guys go insane, like Rubik's Cube, trying to figure out how to get a Brian May tone. That's amazing.
Well,
That's very. I love the opening.
if Brian May can get it from like nice pedal, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep going.
All right.
Your sound is sick. That bass. I love it when you guys do that. I absolutely love it. Is Tyler singing that?
He's doing the back.
He's doing backup. I'm doing the main.
You're doing the mains.
Yeah.
Okay, then I can ask you. So you've got that real harsh thing going on, but I swear, and I'm not blaming you, but I think I can actually understand the words. How did you pull that one? Are you allowed to do that?
Well, I'm not a very. One thing I'm not very good at doing is a death metal growl. I can get more of a high, like hardcore.
Yeah, he's got the hardcore.
Like
Right.
It sounded kind of like Helmet, and I could get that better. And so me doing that, you can normally hear me. You can get my words better than if I was trying to do like a death metal growl. You know.
It's really good. It fits the song. I guess I'm warming up to the harsh vocals, but you do have a unique take to it. And now that you mention it, I hear the Page Hamilton. Are you a sarcastic? Is this a sarcastic song?
No. It's and it's not just that. It's more like I really love like the Mastodon vocals, the way they do all theirs. You know, they've got 3 different people singing, and each
Right.
one of them has a very different sound. And that one of them, I think it's the bass player for them. He has that kind of almost call it like a pirate yell kind of. And so I love that texture. It's just really fun.
It shows. And so Jody doesn't feel left out. Those drums, your ability to figure out what beat to really pound, because I just want to boom. Boom.
Well, it's funny,
nicely done. I'm loving everything I'm hearing so far.
Initially, I told the guys, I was like, look, man, I want to play metal, but I can't play all that fast crap anymore. Because when I was younger, we were the only local band that did Deicide Suffocation covers. I mean, so, you know, and I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. I probably physically can't do it without, like, having a heart attack. I was like, so I just want to do something driving and powerful and slow. And And what's funny is that some of the stuff we're writing, and we're actually kind of going back for right now. One of the songs I actually figured out how to incorporate a blast beat in. So it's interesting because it just comes out of nowhere, and it's like we kind of like it, but at the same time we kind of hate it. So we're just trying to decide if we want to keep it in there or not. But so I ended up doing some of that stuff anyways. That I, from some of my roots, I kind of throw in there, so it's not just straightforward. I do a lot of accent stuff, but we usually just play the song over and over again. We'll do it like just chunks, and we'll do one guitar riff over and over again. I'll just play different beats to it until we find one that everybody likes or agrees on, and kind of go with that.
So far, I think you found the right one, man. This is and I'm not going to be the only one. This is banging.
They wouldn't let me play it if it wasn't the right one.
What's that?
They wouldn't let me play it if it was the right one.
Okay, jumping back in. Nice. A lot of really pissed off Avenged Sevenfold fans would totally love this. You know what I mean?
We'll take them. We'll take them.
This is absolutely sounding like a breakaway single for Luurch. This is good stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And it doesn't suck.
Well, that's important. That's the key thing.
But
Oh, man. When I saw the length of 7 minutes, I thought, wow, that's kind of long for a Luurch song. Now I'm thinking it's a little short.
Everything on this LP is like 5, 6, 7 minutes long.
I love you guys. Okay, back to it. That breakdown was great, guys.
where do you hear the...
I called that one right. Sing it, Chad.
Oh, he's got it. He's doing the stink face.
Oh, yeah. I can't even remotely think of anything to say if you had done this, if you had done that. And as an old dude, I hear, I could easily relate this to something like Sepultura, back when Max was with them and they were in that heavy groove.
Yeah.
You've got that going on. That bass, okay, so I know I'm a geek, and so did you record that bass direct into the board, or what was going on there?
Yeah, we did. We recorded it through, we do something called reamping.
Right.
So basically, I recorded it direct, then I took the direct signal and recorded another track through my dark glass, and just gives it that extra. There's nothing I love better than my dark glass sound. It's just.
Any octaver on that?
No, not that I'm. No, it shouldn't be. No, it's just.
What's your tuning?
We tune that song is in C sharp.
Okay. So your strings going. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah. Well,
that's
we play C standard, but Kyle was having a lot of trouble keeping his Les Paul in tune and C standard.
Wait, you tuned down to C?
Yeah.
God, you guys are freaking nuts.
Well, we love it. Down handle it.
Jody, so a criticism I have of modern drummers is they tend to go all over the place. It's like they want to be Neil Peart in a punk band. You know what I mean? Where they're throwing toms and just riding all these cymbals and da-da-da-da-da. You do. I've seen you live, and I was amazed at what you do. But your choices in that's staying in. Your choices of where to throw the accent, of when to. There were a few times I was expecting a fill, I didn't get it, and then like 2 seconds later, there it is, boom, boom, boom. It's just really well done.
I like syncopation type stuff, and we do me and Tyler do a lot of stuff like that. We try to, but yeah, I'm a real basic. I used to have a T-shirt that said "World's Okayest Drummer" on it. I used to wear it to shows. I have fun. I don't want to be freaking exhausted at the end of the show. So I tend to try to stay in a comfortable area. But I've never been a big, fill guy. I could blame it on lack of ability or whatever. I just haven't been.
Right.
So it's just, it's like you saw. I play a 4-piece kit. Right. So, I mean, I'm not don't anticipate a lot of large fills out of me. I've got 2 toms.
Well, you sent me a picture of like a 9-piece kit.
That's my play. That's my home kit. That's here. I got that. It's a buddy. I got off a buddy of mine. I had my brother sent me an old Roland V drum kit that I was going to use for practice. A great kit, cleaned up nice, nothing wrong with it. It's like back in his day, it was like a $4,000 drum set. And I've been using that with a buddy of mine he's had this drum set that I've been wanting for years. He can't play it in his house because the only place to play is his house, so it's just too loud. I was like, well, dude, I've got this electric set. I was like, I've got a garage, so I can set up out here and be loud. I was like, why don't we just switch sets? And that's what we did. He came by today. I loaded up the rolling kit, and I told him, I was like, just promise me you're going to play. He's like, no, man, I'm going to play. So yeah, I basically, gave him a $4,000 drum set for a $2,000 drum set, and we just, but I wanted to be able to play again. So
So tell me a little bit. Who did the engineering on that?
His name is Calvin Bunn. He did the engineering on. We do all the tracking here, and then he goes and does his magic on it, and he's just amazing. He did our last EP, and he's outstanding.
Okay, you're doing the recording at home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it digital interface into a computer, or do you have a board?
Well, I've got a board that's got the interface built in, and that's what we use just to capture. And we were using Logic, but we ended up using Reaper because that's what Calvin used. And he's so good on it that we figured, why make his job hard? Let's record it in the Reaper and let him, just take it from there. And
for all the geeks, how do you like Reaper?
I'm getting used to it. I didn't care for the look of it when I first started messing with it.
I hate the look of it.
Yeah, it's so basic looking compared to Logic, but the more I use it, the more I'm getting used to it.
It's more user friendly.
Yeah. It's got a lot of things that are better than Logic, in my opinion, that are easier. And so that's a good plus for me because I'm decent at some things on a computer, but not recording. So.
Okay, I feel like I'm screwed, and I need to rethink my career path here. That sounded analog. It sounded warm. Everything about that recording just sounded as close to live in a room as you can get without being live in a room.
It's that reamping because, what they do is, as I said, they record the tracks digitally through the interface to the computer and then pump them back out. And we had Tyler's guitar amps hooked up so that we ran a sound back through his head, through his cabinet, and then mic'd his cabinet. And just sat there in the room and listened to the guitar track come boiling through his cabinet loud as hell. And it sounds like you're getting that cabinet guitar tone, but no one's playing.
Also, one of the other things is on the last EP, Calvin did that one. He did an amazing job, but it almost sounded a little too clean.
It was very clean.
The guitars quite have that dirt on them that we like. So we told him this time, just do everything you did last time, just leave some of the dirt. And he really did. He did enough on it. I mean, he's an amazing technician. I mean, he can do.
And he's funny because he'll like any good producer, he's got an ear, like he knows when to throw little cool things in. Like that little guitar work, it goes down, 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 down. It's like he sent us that clip. He's like, I made an executive decision, and I will take no questions. And he sent us a clip of that part. And we're like, oh no, that's cool.
It's has he worked with anybody else?
He works with
local guys. I mean, a couple of bands are local.
That band that we're friends with, shoot, I can't. Their names get.
Lords and Liars. Local. I'm actually he's working with them and a couple other small bands, which are usually consist of some of the same members. So there's like 3 or 4 bands that have some of the same members in them. So he's real busy. He's like, but it's good. We're keeping him busy, but yeah, he's just. I mean, last time we recorded, he couldn't make it to us, so he webbed in on a video conference and took control of Chad's computer and got levels and stuff for us set. And then we're like, okay, cool. We recorded and just sent it to him on a cloud drive, and he took it and edited it and sent it back to us. So I was like, it's interesting how the process is now.
So, folks, if you think it was all better back in the day with our 2-inch tape and really horrible microphones and wow and flutter, think again. This is truly a blessed age.
There was a time where digital did not sound as good as analog when it first came out, but it's come along. I went to audio engineering school right around that time. And we learned MIDI and digital, and he used Digital Performer, which I think was a predecessor to Logic Pro. And yeah, there was that time period where digital sounded digital and analog sounded analog, but now you can't tell the difference anymore.
Okay. So I just heard you. Obviously, I like it. How confident are you guys that this tune is gonna move some ears?
Not confident at all, but we hope it does.
Not confident at all.
Bill, I think it's funny. I think you put it up yesterday on Bandcamp, and it's got like 17 or 20 some listens already today, and some of our old songs don't even have that, and they've been up for a couple of years. So
yeah, it has beat out pretty much all of our old songs just in the 2 days it's been up. So that's cool. It's the whole social media thing. We're not getting likes and responses on the link, but the activity's there. So somebody's listening to it. So
well, hopefully we'll generate a little bit of buzz for you here. I think it's absolutely amazing. I think you need to be prepared for some knocks on the door.
That would be.
It's really good. It's a little bit more stripped down. It's a little bit more not stripped down. It's not the right word, but it's very, very basic.
It's essentials.
It's very refined, and it comes across very edited.
Yeah,
which is a huge compliment.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, I'm running out of time here. Is there anything we didn't talk about that you wanted to put out there to the world?
No, I think it's pretty much it.
Just there.
We just got to talk about ourselves for half an hour. That's cool.
Where are you playing next? What do we have to look forward to?
We have
actually the Night
Rider. Yeah.
When?
June 23rd, I think it's.
Yeah, June 23rd.
Friday, 3rd, or something like that.
Who are you gonna be with?
Red 40. It's a punk band. I think some of the members are from No Faults Given.
Okay.
So they're fairly new, and we like the Night Rider, and those guys are pretty cool. And the only other show we have right now is July 4th at Castle Hope. July 1st at Castle Hope. They're having like a big party there, and he's having live music and stuff. So we're playing that. So how that goes.
Well, I think you guys are on a winner. Will you agree to come back on when you release the album?
Absolutely.
Okay. Because I am beyond psyched. So I'll have a blog post. I'm going to do a whole post on it, my Single Life series. I think it's amazing, and you guys should be congratulated. But I do think it's going to get a little bit of buzz.
I hope so.
I think you're onto something here.
Guys, thank you very much.
I can't thank you guys enough. Give Tyler my best.
All right.
And I look forward to seeing you guys down the road.
All right, come check.
All right, man.